Hi everyone, so hope you are doing well. So recently Gemini 3 was released, for which there is so much of the hype in the market. So let's see, is the hype worth it or not? So we'll go through the article shared by Gemini 3 itself, wherein they have talked about like AI overview, which is the feature in when you do Google, that is being used by 2 billion users every month. That is quite a good number, and 70% of our cloud customers use our AI. So they have their AI. 13 million developer have built generative models with this. And they are talking about Gemini 1, which they had introduced, had native multimodality and long context window. So they built on top of it Gemini 2, which laid the foundation of agentic capability and reasoning and thinking. So first they had native multimodality and long context window, these two, and then they added agentic capability and reasoning thinking. And still they were lacking in coding and reason agentic capability. If you see GLM 4.5 blog, GLM 4.5, earlier I had covered this blog, wherein if you see the in the reasoning, this was second one, Gemini 2.5 Pro, whereas in the coding it was second last, whereas in agenting it was nowhere. So even though they had introduced agentic capability in 2.5 Pro, but it was not good. And reasoning and thinking, they were really good at it. So these four things they have already done, and other than that recently they introduced Nano Banana, VO3 and those things. So they have merged all of those, and they have multiple applications like AI mode insert, Gemini app, AI studio, Vertex AI, and Google anti-gravity. Google anti-gravity is a new addition wherein they are creating a fork of basically fork of VS Code similar to Cursor, but it's way better than Cursor. We'll come to that. This is the best model that they have created, which is pushing towards AGI. AGI is the main goal of all the companies. They have two models. One is Gemini 3 Pro and second is Gemini Deep Think. Gemini Deep Think is only accessible to testers for now, and once it's validated, then they can pass it on to AI Ultra subscriber. And talking about state of art reasoning and unprecedented depth, their new model has beaten all of the three models: Gemini 2.5 Pro, Claude Sonnet 4.5, and GPT-5. Only they are lacking in agentic coding, which is not lacking. They are roughly at the same level, but otherwise, in case of like multilingual, which is Google Translate, right? Long context performance or OCR they have already done with Google. CAPTCHA that we do on a security side, or they've already translated or basically made a lot of ancient books from across the world digital agentic reasoning. So they are already good at multiple of those things. And so they give very smart, concise, and direct and trading clash and flattery for genuine insight. This is very interesting. Whereas other models try to give you flattery reply so that you are happy, they try to please you. So if you say yes to something, or no, if you say 2 plus 3 is 5, it agrees with you. If you say 2 plus 3 is 7, it still agrees with you. Whereas Gemini, even Gemini 2.5 Pro was different in this, and they are following different league there. So their motto is telling you what you need to hear, not just what you want to hear. They won't try to please you. They would say what is correct and what is not correct. Given Gemini 3 is a multi-modal, so they have merged Nano, Banana, VO3 and everything. So this is an example of it, where they have created with the prompt, they have created a video with sound and everything. So they have visual, audio and everything. Gemini 3 Deep Think is way better than Gemini 3, if you see here, 3 Pro, but still it's in testing sort of. And they are giving Gemini 3 across their launching. Gemini 3 you can use for lot of many things, like you can learn anything and you can really do, because given the depth of knowledge that Google has, it can help you with deciphering ancient books or translate those, or you, if you want to, like they have given example, if you want to do cooking in a family tradition, if you have some books, old books, they can help you translate and transcribe those in Korean and English, whatever you ask, given they already have that, right? They can decipher this and they can do lot many things. They have introduced Gemini 3 into Google AI, Google AI preview, which is AI mode, and there now if you ask for something, they would be creating images on their fly to help you better visualize things. So that is a like multimodality, that is the thing there. Google's model is multimodal. It would process audio, video, text and everything. It would act like us humans basically. You can build anything with it. They have already shown performance, really good performance with others. And to build with it, you can use it in AI Studios, Vertex AI, Gemini CLI, and agentic development platform, which is their new addition, Google Integrity. It is also available in Cursor, GitHub, JetBrains, Manus, Replit, but I would suggest try Integrity. It's way better. It's specifically designed. If they would have been able to do it with Cursor, they would not have launched Anti-Gravity. Anti-Gravity is came up in the market for a reason. Here they have tried to show Coda Retro 3D spaceship game with richer visualization and improved interactivity. You can try it in AI Studio and it would help you see visualizations. It is really beating all of us. Agentic, they have introduced anti-gravity. Uh, Anti-gravity is basically a fork of VS Code similar to Cursor, but it varies with Cursor in lot of ways. First thing, they have full control of ID. Second, they have integrated it with Chrome, so anything you do, they can basically test it on Chrome. And they have integrated Nano Banana, so they can take a screenshot and they can generate images on the fly. They have integrated View 3 as well. It's a multi-model, right? So the thing is, if you are using anti-gravity, like if you remember, first Cursor came up by giving you multiple models, agentic model into the ID. That was a good starting point. Then Amazon Kiro came up with the idea of spec driven development, wherein you would write a PRD and then it would analyze the code base and plan it and create a to-do list, and once you approve it, it would act on it. It is way further than this. In this, you first give it a requirement, basic requirement. It does not require very detailed version of it. It can do analysis on its end and plan and prioritize and create a to-do list, and once you approve of it, then yeah, it can start working on this. And once completed, if it has any UI updates, it would create a take a screenshot and summarize all the things that it has done. And if you have any feedback, you can just write the feedback over those summary, or you can even write a feedback on the image itself. So for example, they have shown this where they have created a flight tracker. So if you see, now they have got a summary of it, and now they given review over it, and with this review they should be able to use this one. So they gave a review, and then with Nano Banana it generated some options, and now they are saying use this one. And if you see, boom, it got updated, right? So they are basically trying to inculcate all the SDLC life cycle in it, which is a really good thing. Plan anything with the planning. Normally earlier earlier tools that you have used, it's like one-to-one. If you plan for a short if you talk for a 5 minute, every 1 minute or every second you would have to remind what you are discussing. With this, they have a larger context window, so they have even tried to test it on a simulated vending bench, which is full simulated year of operation, driving higher returns without drifting off task. So they have very long context window, which helps you plan in a longer horizon. So if you, like earlier I had used Gemini 2.5 Pro, given it has long context window, even it was getting reset in 3 days. Every 3 days it was losing the context of some of the context, right? But with this they have a very long horizon and they are trying to remember things. Along with this, they have also released Gemini Agent, which is similar to Comet. If you have recently seen Comet or GPT Atlas, which they are releasing to take a control of the browser, right? Whereas what Google is doing, they already have browser and they have their own browser within Gemini app, because they can connect to other apps. You can just ask it to summarize your email or basically organize it or do whatever. It can do it from here itself. So this is Gemini Agent, which can help you with booking, ticket booking and others, which is similar to Comet and this. So this is Gemini Agent. You can try it if you're a EA Ultra subscriber. So it's still for a very niche audience. It's not accessible to everyone. Maybe they are testing it on a shorter basically audience. So this was Gemini 3, which looks very promising. And I forgot, so AI full stack or AI stack, let me infrastructure. See, this is very important. They are even mentioning it. Their differentiating factor is full stack approach to AI innovation, whereas other companies are trying to basically pick things from here and there, like getting data from internet and then creating models and getting CPUs or GPUs from some other company. Whereas with Google, they have their own infra, their own TPUs, their own models, their own products to test those models. So they have whole full stack AI innovation distribution channel. So that is the thing which is giving them a differentiated edge. And earlier, like other companies were trying to utilize Google data and train their model, but Google played on them as well. Earlier it was allowing 100 results per query, but now it has limited it to 10, so they cannot train their models much over Google data. So that's the thing, they have very differentiated factors. So I was very hopeful on Google, given they had Google Photos, they have all the text records, they have YouTube, all the video records. So they have all types of media and data to train their model. So, and they would lead the AI game definitely. Other companies cannot compete with them given the amount of data they have. Otherwise, like they would have to acquire the data, like GPT acquired data with there was a sensation, right, where everyone was creating their images out of GPT, so they acquired photos from there, right? And then GitHub has the code basis. So depending on the amount of, because this is very simple, this is a neural network model which requires more training. The more training you provide, the more better outcome you can receive, and for training you need more data. So the more data you have, the better your model can be, and that is the differentiating factor for Google. Other models can try to create model. Twitter can create model based on their data, GPT can create models, and others can create, but they would always have a differentiated edge till their monopoly is basically diluted. Right now they have a monopoly over distribution and they would beat everyone else. So yeah, that was all in this video. In the next video we will be covering in better detail about Google Integrity. I have tried that tool and I have a take on that, my opinions on that, so I would share that, and we would have hands-on experience as well in another video. Thank you.